What amazing. I love the new messaging, man. We are really stepping our game up. Well, there's a lot of things that I love, and affirmation is one of those things because it's just, um, it's real. Scripture says, um, what is it in so many words? What is it that they say about you, not what you say about yourself? And it really just gives me that heart and that mindset to want to persevere just based off of your personal interaction with me, Kathy. So I really, and I know you speak from the heart. So I really do appreciate that. I don't take it for granted at all. Um, it's just amazing. So I'm gonna leave it there because I'm a punk. Sometimes I get to. Well, let me say I'm not a punk. Let me watch my words.
No,
But
not at
some,
all. You are a strong man. And I
yes,
tell you, one of
ma'am.
the things I like about you is that you don't mind letting people know when you feel something emotionally. So no, you're
Yes,
not a punk. It takes a lot of strength to do that and still realize that you are an awesome man. Okay?
thank you so
That's a
much.
real man. So
Thank you so
trust
much.
me, it's appreciated that you do that. So go do your thing, brother.
Well, praise God. I know you love me, and I'm gonna hold back the tears. Yeah, I'm not gonna boo-hoo right now. I'm the crying minister, y'all. So, but let me dive right in. Thank you so much, Kathy. I love everybody in the corner. I love my team. I mean, and I love the customers. I love the distributors. I love our CEO. Y'all, I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my rib. Sometimes I mess with it. I'll be like, you just a rib. But I love, love, love. And what I love what's happening right now is just the momentum. I love that we are in an excellent harvest season. I cannot wait till you all come to one this weekend, the Battle of the Blood Types on Saturday. I'm going a little ahead, but because I know Kathy is going to announce this, but I cannot wait. Based off of what I've really witnessed this past Saturday, being at the location yesterday, you all, let me tell you, you want to fill your funnel and you want to be there, especially leading up to the Battle of the Blood Types in the weekend that we will do a lot of celebrating and exposing at the end of the month, right? The end of October. But there's some things that I've been sharing. I started last week about this funnel process. I call it a master funnel process. We're running into November, and I want to take some time. You're gonna have to listen to the last call because there was a top three parts of that funnel, and you should get with your upline leader and ask them what is this funnel thing. But you can listen to the recording where I'm giving you a visual, and I covered three parts of that funnel, the first three levels. Level one of that funnel was initial exposure, awareness. And this is a system, right? And let me tell you the outcome of this system, and I won't go into that right now. But level two of the funnel is education, right? Information being shared. Level three of the funnel is the personal connection and engagement. So this particular call, I'm going to cover the next three levels 4 through 6. And you want your pen and paper. And I know you can always revert back to the recording, but you do definitely want your pen and paper to grasp what it is that I'm saying and what I'm sharing. And I think God will reveal to you what's next for you. So this is my opening mindset and my opening thought about levels 4 through 6. Like the funnel process doesn't stop with people being curious or the engagement. I mean, you've done your job. You put people a certain number. The math matters. You put them into your funnel. But the real harvest comes when people reach the point in which they make a decision, they take action, and they begin duplicating the system that you just took them through. I love systems to keep this thing super simple. I'll dive into what I said I wasn't going to dive in, but you all, if you do this initial system, and this happened to me yesterday, that you'll find that the system will keep on working even when you don't want to work. So I found myself like thinking I'm taking a vacation. And because I had plugged so much in this system, you all, I had to be somewhere at a certain particular time just because the system was working. And long story short, yet another partner is about to join Team Contagious. And that's just amazing. I've met my goal for this month. I said 3 partners. Well, anyway, let me move forward. So today I want to unpack for you levels 4 through 6. And it is the decision points, the enrollment, and duplication. So these levels are where inside your funnel, where the seeds that you put in the funnel and you planted all the right information and you watered them finally to break the ground into lasting growth. This is what happens. You did all the work, you put them in the funnel, and these last 3 levels is where the magic really happens, okay? So level 4, let's go through it. This is the point in which is the level in which they make the decision. This is the evaluation point. And the purpose of this level, right, within this funnel process is to help them evaluate if this is for them. That's why the first 3 levels are so important. And the way some people usually skip and they jump to wanting the decision, but there's a level of exposure and all these other things that happen on the other levels to get a person to this decision point. And it really works so smoothly if you follow the first 3 levels. So the methods of this level, or what do you do at this level? Well, this is actually the level where they are introduced to a full presentation, right, of the business and the product. So if you do the first 3 levels well, and now you're bringing them out to the full presentation, the point in which they're getting ready to make a decision, and they need the presentation. They need the Thursday call. They need the Wednesday in person, right? They need Sunday. They need so many different exposures. Saturday morning. They need these things, right? Because this is the point in which after they see these things, the team overview session, simple question and answer sessions, right? To address some of their concerns. They need this time in order to be able to evaluate, because this is where they start to make the decision, right? So a 20 to 30-minute session, sometimes a little more, just a little more time, maybe 45 minutes, right? Session showing both the customer benefits and the business model. And then that magic question. See, this is the point where the closer you have to have a closer on site. Write that down. Who is the closer on site? If that's not you and you're not good at closing, and this is separate from the 3-way, right? This is separate from that personal exposure, right? So you expose them to the team. At this, when they go through this process, you need to know who is the closer, right? And this is where you ask that magic question, right? Some of it goes like this. What did you like about what sticks out to you the most? A closer asks that question, right? What was your biggest takeaway? What sticks out to you the most? I did this yesterday. If Abinai is on the line, she witnessed how that thing was just closed, right? Well, anyway. So, and then it may be in a form of a question like this. Do you see yourself more as a customer, a business partner, or maybe both? This is like this is the shark that's attacking. The closer is like, we're not getting out of this space. I'm cornering you right here. It's time to make a decision. You've been through all the you've been through everything else. It's time to make a decision. So always ask the decision-making questions clearly and with confidence. You don't hear any shakiness in my voice. You don't hear any uncertainty of whether you're going, whether I think you're going to be a customer or the distributor. No, the closer goes in for the kill, right? And there's no lukewarm area when it comes to this. You might be like, man, Mr. Mooney, that sounds kind of bold. Yes, it is, because we're closer. So the goal, actually, you all, is to place them appropriately, right? It's very strategic that they can make the decision as a customer or a partner or both. You have to lay it on the table. And if, like I say, if it's not a closer in the room, then make sure there's a closer in the room. Make sure you identify that. So the benefits of running this part of the system is you won't lose people in limbo. A lot of times we may let somebody get away. If you've ever been in a department store, they're asking you, are you ready to make your purchase now? Or how are you paying for that, by credit card or by check, right? See, the thing is if you let them walk away or get away without that close or without that type of decision-making point, that evaluation, they don't get a chance to evaluate, they're going to be out in limbo, right? So if you do this, you won't lose people in limbo. That's a benefit. And the thing is, another benefit is clear, simple decision lead to faster momentum. When they make a decision right there, what you're doing is putting yourself and them in a position to increase in momentum. The consequences of not following that part is prospects stay in the thinking about it mode, in a thinking about it stage, and sometimes indefinitely. Well, I'm still thinking about it. Well, I'm still thinking about it. So miss harvest because no one asked them. You will miss it because no one asked them to take the next step. So a confused mind, you all, does nothing. Always ask the question. Okay, level 5 is enrollment action. This, they made the decision. They either gave you a no, or a yes, or I'm a customer or distributor, right? And you get out that keyboard. This is where the enrollment. This is level 5 where it starts to happen. And this is really what you've been waiting for. So you have to be prepared. You have to know and get on certification on how to enroll a customer. If you don't know how to enroll a customer or distributor right now, and you hear my voice, and you don't know what buttons to hit, you need to find out right now, because you're signing them up where they fit best and they need to see the process and participate. Customers place orders, right? They first place orders and they start their product journey. Distributors and business partners, they get the starter kit, they get their package, and they're excited about that. And you walk them through a simple launch right there, right? You walk them through registration right there on the spot. You do not leave it for later. Some of us be like, oh, I do it later, or I'll follow up with them. I sign them up, or I signed them up later. Oh, girl, get back with me tonight. This is key. It ain't no get back to me tonight. This is intentionality. You got a closer that just closed, and you gonna get back. You gonna waste that time by getting back to the girl. Call me. Oh, Minister Mooney, they gonna call me. They go, no, they not. They gonna call me later. I'm gonna follow up with them. No, they just said yes now. Okay. Celebrate immediately. Plug them into the team chat. Recognize them and affirm their decision. The goal is make their first step feel like the right step and connect them right back into what? The system. See, the benefits of running this part of the system is it converts interested into commitment. Let me say that one more time. It converts them from being interested to commitment. Make the commitment. Put them in that corner. Put them in a situation to make the decision and make the commitment. And the thing is, if you run this system, they're actually choosing. You're just moving them through the funnel. And by the time you pull back and you ask them, you realize you didn't tell them, you just exposed to them and you led them to just making a decision and not be lukewarm. The benefits of this is this creates again instant momentum when the team celebrates and there's new enrollment right there. Right now, the consequences of not following this step, prospect delay signing up. You ready to sign up today? You ready to sign up today? Day 5. You ready to sign up today? Nah, you missed the window. And life distractions pull them in all different directions. Missed opportunities for both them and you and the entire team. So this is key. Never leave a yes hanging. Enroll them immediately. Let me say that one more time. Never, ever, ever, ever leave a yes hanging in the wind. Enroll them immediately. My last level 6, duplication. It takes time, you all, and this is the part where you might be like, man, I don't feel like doing it today. But duplication is key. Onboarding and training happens immediately within the first, I say, 24 to 48 hours. It needs to happen. Onboarding. See, fast starting them into action so they duplicate what you just did. They need to know from step 1, step 2, how they made their decision so that they can duplicate it. So everybody that enrolls, right? I'm sure especially if this is a prospect. Now, if it's a customer, I'm asking, well, who do you know? Who do you know who actually love the experience that you just had and able to make a decision like you, or they can benefit from what you just learned? Who do you know, right? And if it's somebody, a prospect, you letting them know the system that you just shared with them, and they're like, wow, I made my own decision. But you took them through the process that they just signed up for, and it's the funnel process. So onboarding them and getting them while it's fresh, while they're excited, can man, shout out to Brand Name Bobby, right? The system is working. And the thing is it's like, man, I say, man, hey, let me do the talking, you cash the check. And he is cashing the check. If he's on the line, shout out, congratulations. Onboarding, like I say, you do this within 24 to 48 hours. A simple checklist, how to log in, or training, the first steps. Build their first exposure list together. If you can, who do you know? What's your what event do you have planned? Right? Just run them through the same channel that they was introduced to. Run them through the same process, the same funnel. Just do what I did is a great word to sentence to share with them. Start with your level 1 exposures, right? Action steps for everybody. Help them take immediate action. First, maybe 3 to 5 exposures within 48 hours, right? And the goal is to keep the funnel flowing through them and through their contacts. It never stops. It doesn't stop. You keep that flow, you build momentum, it keeps going. The benefit of running this part of the system is it creates multiplication, you all, beyond yourself. This is things moving when you're not moving, and you're starting to see things go exponential. It builds new leaders, not just followers, because they're like, what? I did what? Yeah, you did that. You did it. Right? But the consequences of not following these steps in this particular step is new partners get lost. They get stuck or inactive. Well, Minister Mooney, they ain't doing nothing. Well, maybe they ain't been shown how to do it. Right? The funnel stops and duplication dies, right? As if it stayed in infancy. It's like a baby and it wasn't trained. It dies. Oops, no, I'm not going to say that. Lord Jesus, no. But it stops. It just stays still. It doesn't die. Your team is not dead. They just need a funnel. And they just need a system. And they need to learn how to duplicate. We all need that. And let me tell you, it's not easy. The real harvest isn't in your enrollment is in this duplication process that I'm talking about. And it's not, let me say, it's not comfortable, you all. It's not comfortable at all. So the funnel only works if we run to completion from beginning to end, right? Curiosity is good, education is powerful, engagement is necessary, but without decision making, enrollment, and duplication, the harvest never comes, not to the full manifestation of what you're looking for. So in this season, I'm encouraging you to push people to decision, walk them into action, and teach them to duplicate immediately. If we do this as leaders and as distributors, not only will we see, again, a November harvest, we will create legacy of leaders who know how to run the funnel with what? Obedience and power. So that's my 2 cents, you all. Message always starts with me, right? God beats me up and I beat myself up a little bit, right? So that I too am a product of the product. Back to you, Kathy. Love you all.
Wow, wow, wow. And congratulations on the growth in your team and your duplication, brother. Thank you for showing us how to do it.
You are so welcome. Thank you, Kathy.
And as he mentioned, tonight is an opportunity for you to expose. This is part of the system. Tonight at 6 Eastern, excuse me, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, for your opportunity meeting. All you got to do is invite, guys, and the presenter takes the rest. All right. Rebounding is after this. So invite, invite, invite for tonight and enjoy rebounding. Go out and have an iconic kind of day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.